For example, I was going to have an exam and suddenly what happened? I got a fracture in my hand. So of course I will get a writer. Yes. So of course, if I get a writer, for example, this person is unemployed. He even don't know how to write A, B, C, D properly. And the one who is skilled, right? He has done 12th and he is very good in everything. So of course, this person you will choose. Why? Because it is easy for him to whatever you will dictate to write it down because he is somewhere skilled, right? So automatically the value of this person increase as compared to the person who is unemployed and unskilled, right? So this is what. And such
Yes, ma'am.
investment may increase the productivity of economy as well, right? So everybody wants to have skilled people in their economy so that, they increase the value and everything. Second, human capital formation may promote invention, innovations, and technological improvement. This may create the ability to adopt new technologies which increase the production and productivity in the economy, right? So this is what. So generally, the productivity of an educated, skilled, and healthy workforce is relatively higher. And over here, for example, I am skilled one. So I will do inventions. I will do innovations, right? I can do research work and everything. And over here, I can help the country to adopt the new technology, which increase the production and productivity in the economy. So this is what they have just mentioned. No need for this. Second is explain the role of education in the economic development of a country, right? So an educated person contribute more to the national income than the uneducated person. Naturally, an educated person contribute more to the economic development. Economists have stressed the need of expanding educational opportunities in the nation as it accelerates the economic development process. Right? A country who has majority of skilled people with them, educated people with them, that economy will be developing faster as compared to the space or to the economy where unskilled people are more, right? And next, education provides knowledge and understand change in society and scientific advancement, thus facilitate inventions and innovation, right? So over here, if I will educate you, sometimes your mind will be expanding, and what you will do, you will try to discover new things. You will try to discover new technologies, right? Second, similarly, the availability of educated labor force facilities, adaptation to the new technology also help you to improve in the economy. Next is define human capital formation. What are the source of human capital formation? Explain. Or what are the factors that contribute to the human capital one? Right? Next. So first is human capital formation refers to the process of addition made to the stock of skilled and capable people in the country over a period of time. Right? So source of human capital formation. First, investment in education. Right? So you need to invest in education so that more and more people can educate and they can contribute in the growth of economy. Second, investment in health. So health expenditure directly increase the supply of healthy labor, right? For example, over here, these are 4 people who are educated well in your company, right? But they all, out of this, these 3 are unhealthy, right? So automatically your production will increase because they will take majority of the leaves, they will be absent in the, and they won't be that much energetic to produce more, right? Similarly, over here, he has only 3 skilled people, but all of them are healthy, right? So automatically his production will increase because somewhere they will be, regular for the work, they will be contributing more and everything, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
this is what. Now, expenditure on health may take various forms, such as you should, in your country or in your economy, you should have preventive medicines like vaccine. For example, whichever you feel like in future this disease can occur or something, have the preventive medicine. For example, if someone caught the disease, you should have a curative medicine so that you can cure that person. Next, social medicine, like spread a healthy literacy. You should spread healthy literacy, like we should wash our hands, we should wash the fruit before eating, all that thing. Next, provision of clean drinking water and the good sanitation. This should also be made. Next is expenditure regarding on-the-job training, right? So on-the-job training over here, employers use on-the-job training method for its employees to target an overall increase in the skill and efficiency of the worker. On-the-job training leads to an increase in productivity of the labor and production goods. Such training kept the employee updated with the latest changes in their field of working. See, even for example, teachers. Let's just take an example of teacher, right? If you will work in this institution, you will have a different way of teaching. If you will work with this institution, you will have a different, here, different. All the time you are going to have a different source, a different thing, right? So first of all, for example, somebody new join. So first 1 week, at least provide that person with the training, right? So that that person can, from the next week, they can do, you know, do the work at the higher productivity, right? For example, you came to me. If I will give you a brief about the paper, that how your paper look like, you will be able to perform well, right? But for example, I gave you one paper and I have to solve it. No instruction, nothing. Automatically, you will do most of the blunders, right? So that's why on the job training is very, very important. Next, expenditure on migration. For example, I am staying in New Delhi. Somebody asked me to shift to Mumbai. So technically, the qualified person like engineers and doctors migrate to other countries or even in the state also because of higher salaries, and they may get in such countries. Migration in both these cases involve cost of transport, higher cost of living in migrated places, and psychic cost of living in strained social culture setup. The enhanced earning in the new place overweigh the cost of migration. Hence, expenditure on migration is also a source of human capital formation, right? So over here, what should be done? Expenditure on migration should be done. Like for example, your company is shifting me to somebody, some other place. They should at least take care of the thing so that I don't feel like that I'm getting more of the burden. Next is expenditure incurred on acquiring information. So related to the labor market, and for example, you are a doctor, right? At least you should be aware of your label. At least you should know that once you become a doctor, how much salary you will get, right? So that this person came to you and you asked for 100 rupees fees. He said, no, I will give you only 10 rupees. You said, okay, because you were not aware of the value of the doctor, right? So that's why you should see. Doctor get different salary, teachers get different salary, engineers get different salary, right? The range is totally different. But if I'm not aware of how much a teacher should earn, I will be expecting any of the salary which is being offered to me, right? So this is what you should do. And then, so these are basically your 5 methods or the factor that contribute to the human capital formation. If you focus on all these things, automatically it will lead to the human capital formation. If you invest in education and health, you expend in on the job training, you spend in their migration, and plus you spend on acquiring information. If you do all these things, then automatically you will become a human capital easily. Now coming to the next one, human capital formation give birth to innovation, inventions, and technological improvement. Do you agree with the given statement? So the given statement is correct, right? Investment in human capital formation enhance efficiency, productivity, skills, capability, implying economic growth. Technical skill acquired through source of human capital formation such as education, training and sound health, etc., provide opportunity to labor supply to make better use of given resources. Next, investment in education creates ability to adopt newer technology, facilitate inventions and innovation since educated workforce generally adapt to modern technologies and innovations. So these are basically, you have to support it, how human capital formation is helping in innovation, invention and technological improvement. Now next is very important, bring out the difference between human capital and human development, right? Human capital consider education and health as the means to increase labor productivity, right? On the other hand, human development is based on the idea that education and health are integrated to human well-being, because only when people have ability to read and write and the ability to lead a long and healthy life, they will be able to make choices which they value. Second, human capital treats human being as means to end, right? Means to an end. The end become an increase in productivity. In this view, any investment in education and health is unproductive if it does not enhance output of goods and services. For example, I gave you 20 lakh rupees to do MBBS, right? But once you don't, for example, even after completing your MBBS, you didn't become a doctor. That means the entire money got wasted, right? If I will see it with the help of human capital, because human capital means you should become doctor. My main motive in human capital is turning this human being into a earning source, right? But if you were unable to, even after spending 20 lakh rupees, you were unable to become a doctor, according to human capital, right? It's a failure, right? But now, if you talk about human development, here you didn't know anything about biology, right? But once you become doctor, you gain the education. At least if you didn't become the doctor, you can become a teacher, right? You can become a lab assistant, anything you can become, right? So this is what is, I will say that if I will compare you from this 2019 to 2023, I will say that you got, you know, you gain a lot of knowledge, you you did lot of innovations and everything. So this is a human development for me. But in human capital, if it does not lead to a good production, if it does not lead a human being to become a earning source, that means it is not a human capital formation, right? Yes. So in this, human welfare should be increased through inventions in education and health, even if such investment do not result in higher labor productivity. Right? So now you will read these questions on your own. Right? I'm just sliding the question. Then let
Yes,
me know.
ma'am.
And in the last, because I wanted to assertion and reason today, but nobody is here, so I will do it in next class. Right? And you can
Yes,
continue
ma'am.
this, and we will after that we will do the case study. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, can you scroll it? Ma'am, can you scroll? Ma'am, can you scroll?
Okay. Vanisha, let's just discuss the case studies, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, this was the case study I gave, right? Atmanirbhar Bharat. Yes? No?
Ma'am, I just got this before the class, ma'am.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
I didn't complete it.
Yeah, because yeah, yesterday was a holiday, no? Okay, no issues. Let's just discuss the answers. Okay, and after the class, you can read them.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, in this entire one, the entire case study, they have just mentioned about Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? It's basically what is this Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India, right? In this, and when it got on 12 May 2020, our PM raised a chlorine to the nation, giving a kickstart for Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? And announced a specific economic and comprehensive package of INR 20 lakh crore, equivalent to 10% of India's GDP, to fight against COVID-19 pandemic in India. So because of this over here, what we said, earlier we were exporting a lot of things from there, but now we decided to make all the things on our own, right? And plus, you would be aware of that during COVID also, India made 2 vaccines, right? That also is a big example of Atmanirbhar Bharat, that instead of relying on any other country for this pandemic, that they will give the medicines or they will give the vaccine, we made our own vaccine, right? So let's just discuss the answer first. This was the case study third. Okay. So first of all, over here, the first one is PM. This is the first question basically. The PM announced of special economic and comprehensive passage of this. The first answer, right? 20 lakh crore, which is
20
equivalent to
lakh crore,
10%
yes,
of
ma'am.
Indian GDP. Now, which of the following is not a pillar of self-reliant India? Okay. And this, they are asking you about not a pillar, right? So over here, infrastructure represent modern India. Infrastructure we have to make, right? Technology we have to improve. Full utilization of power and demand. This poverty alleviation program don't come under self. See, all this means this will make you self-reliant. But what is poverty alleviation? Is not the self Atmanirbhar Bharat. It's something else, right? So this is not a
Yes, ma'am.
part of this. Next, the first 7-year, 5-year plan gave importance to self-reliance because, right? First, what do you think? First, it was considered a necessity in order to reduce our dependence on the foreign countries. Yes, especially for the food, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
People who were recently freed from foreign domination should give importance to the self-reliance, correct? It was feared that dependence on imported food supplies, foreign technologies, and foreign capital may make India's sovereignty vulnerable to foreign interference in the policy, correct? So that means all of
Yes,
the
ma'am.
above.
All of the above.
Yes. Now, next is the aim of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is. What is the aim? So, can you take? So, over here, you can make it like this. To make the country, to make the country,
Self-reliant.
yes. To make the country independent. Means it is not dependent on something.
Yes, ma'am.
Independent. Okay. And self-reliant. And self-reliant in all senses. Right? Not in only one domain, in all the
Yes,
domains. So,
ma'am.
in all senses. Right? So, this is
Yes,
what.
ma'am.
Okay. So now today also I will give you one more case study to do, right? And our next class after this.